Okay, we're gonna do this thing, man.
So many people in the city of power that could really do away with a lot of things like homelessness, that could create employment opportunities of living wage that is not minimum wage.
Like you said, it's 74% of people in Massachusetts fully vaccinated.
I'm gonna keep on eating the damn eggs. The motherfucker stays good to me, so I'm gonna keep on eating them.
Go together right now. God, don't take the jab. Don't.
When we said it falls on deaf ears, but when white people say, hey, listen.
Dr. Seven somewhere. And he was actually saying that this was back some time ago, that those who are vaccinated are now the carriers.
Stated that once the emergency COVID is over with, everybody who is out of prison has to go back.
What I do is I go get a certificate. I'm certified through Google. I'm certified through.
Drink and my body.
A lot of hurt in them. It is still inside for the family. The family structure. So I'm not saying
try to make other people happy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be around a long time because of that. But when you let me,
sounds like pre-Reagan years. You know what I'm saying? What they talking about?
Introduced to that physical existence right up the street. You feel me? And yeah, at first taste it was like, oh.
You're on something because I'm not going back to no penitentiary. You know what I mean? I'm done with that 4 o'clock count only.
In the first grade, and they tried to press charges on my son because he touched a white girl. First grade, he touched a white girl.
They said, you know what I'm saying? He could be in a whole nother country, aging it. Who knows?
When the men spoke, she was saying crime was down. And I said, yeah, crime is down. Down the street, around the corner, in our hallways, in our schools, and in our community every day. And so I had to change the narrative. And we had $0 in a budget of, back then it was $14.5 billion. We had $0 allocated for violence prevention. Zero.
You muted your mic, Bone.
Oh, excuse me. Welcome to the Tom O Show Wednesday night. Wild Out Wednesday, y'all. Tom O's not here, but he's not on right now. I'm taking the footnote right now. Welcome to the show to my main man, Marty Ma.
What it do, Boney Ronnie? What it do?
The woman of the hour. Y'all know her name. Out of Bird Farm, legendary Bird Farm. Out the A, Miss Queen B, Janice Cobb.
hey y'all, hey Fish, welcome to part 2 of Wild Out Wednesdays.
And also the dancing referee back at it again. Down Bird Farm. Y'all know who I am. Fish, Boney Roney. All right. Then we're going to turn the mic over to my main man, Marty Ma, y'all.
That was a good introduction, Bones. Off the freestyle. Man, don't forget, we got something new going now, y'all. Every Wednesday, for y'all who've been watching the show, y'all know we be doing Wild and Out Wednesday, but Tom actually switched it up now on Wednesday. We gonna have Ron Hunt in the building every Wednesday night. Ronald Hunt gonna come on, and he gonna bring the controversy, man. The things that we normally don't talk about. He gonna bring it up. So it's gonna be some tough conversation come Wednesday nights, and y'all don't hold back on them, man. Y'all bring them questions, man. Bring the heat, and we also got our boy Monty, man. Y'all know Monty come every Wednesday, so you know Monty might still be coming through too, and he ain't here tonight. So let me go ahead and bring Ron there. What up, Ron the Don? And bring
What up, everybody? What up, everybody?
Hey,
good
Ron.
job, man.
Hey, Monty.
I just want to say,
What's up, y'all?
welcome to the show, you jester.
Thank you, sir.
It's Wild Low Wednesday.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. We got a mic check, Monty, man. We can echo from you a little bit. See if you can close out some apps. Come back.
The jester know every Wednesday he still can't get it right.
Monty probably work. What up, D? Y'all please like, please share. Y'all get up in here. I'm gonna share with a few more people too. I ain't gonna get to share the link yet. We already got 5 people in, so it's definitely gonna be a good night tonight. Y'all in here, give us some thumbs up or something. Let us know you in here. And Monty, mute your mic. Till you ready to talk though. You know you ready to talk. So then I ain't got unmute you or not. Yeah, I know you ready to talk when you want. But we're gonna have a good show tonight. Y'all please like, please share. I see you like D. Who else in here? I'm trying to get Dame and everybody up in here. What y'all got going on, Janice? What you got going on tonight?
Man, this is the first night in a minute that I ain't had, I had the baby for 6 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then before that, they moved out. So I'm still trying to get my house in order. It's like, man, that's all I'm focused on right now. Christmas coming. Not that I'm all into that, but, I just want my house to be in order. I feel like I'm out of order right now.
We'll get it back. What you got going today, Bonnie Ronnie? Well, tonight, Bonnie Ronnie.
Man, always a pleasant to see my man Hunt on the Tomo show tonight. Being you gonna be every Wednesday, and my man Monty, cause we gonna have a lot of good time tonight. Cause I know every time them two get together, man, showtime at the party. Y'all know what time. The smoke is out.
Monty, what you at work tonight, Monty?
Yeah, man, get that little bit of that OT.
Old time, all that Christmas in it, huh?
Yeah,
that's that.
What'd
you say, Hunt?
I said he got his little walkie-talkie, so be careful what you say on the mic tonight. Undercover in the building.
That's sent it out to almost everybody. That's everybody. What you got going on tonight, huh? What you got for us tonight, man? What's the conversation gonna be? We gonna give you the wheel, we're gonna take the passenger seat, man. We're gonna tune into what type of topics you might bring our way tonight.
We're gonna talk about these heathens celebrating Christmas. Yeah, you're getting your little Christmas tree ready, decorating it, putting your little star on your tree, you heathen. So let's talk about that tonight.
Okay. I'm with it. Y'all down? I'm with Christmas. I mean, I like Christmas still. I don't celebrate it, but I do still, understand why the kids like it so much. Because when I was their age, I definitely couldn't wait to Christmas come around. But I'm gonna let Monty take it first since he the guest. Monty, what you feel about Christmas since you went out there and spent 5,000 already? You let Monty.
Yeah. I mean, I love Christmas. I like the best part about Christmas with me, man. Just bringing everybody the love you feel, that comes in the air with Christmas, man. Just helping out, helping people. Random people if they're home. Give them $1, give them $2 or whatever. It's just the whole atmosphere for me as far as Christmas, man. But I celebrate Christmas every day because every day I'm buying my damn kids something. So.
What about you, Bonnie Ronnie?
Man, look here. I don't really celebrate, but I celebrate the Christmas with the kids because I don't take that glory away from the kids. Some that people share every year, man. I know Christmas is number one day to the kids, but Christmas always for me every day because I go out and make sure the homeless are all right, make sure people got toys and stuff like that because we got a toy drive coming up over the Sheriff Road with Greg giving out food. We got 102 turkeys coming in It got ham and all that good stuff coming in for the people that are hungry, that need to come out there. It started at 12 o'clock on Sheriff Road on 46th Street, up around the corner. Round the corner for sure when you come around the corner for Kenilworth, coming around the corner, you by the church, you can see it right when you come around the corner. You have some music out there and all that good stuff. But Christmas, man, I bring a lot of flavor to Christmas with the young people around me. I got my microphone, got my music playing, and we have a karaoke night. I'll be giving all the toys out to the kids. That's what I do on Christmas for the kids.
Yes. How about you, Janice? What do Christmas mean to you? Why do you think people celebrate Christmas, or why do you?
Well, because I guess it goes all the way back to the biblical days when we were programmed to believe that Jesus was born on that day. Mm-hmm. As you mature and learn and study, you know that he wasn't born on this day. So it's another commercialized holiday that, we adapted to, that they put in front of us to celebrate. Even if you look back into some of the history of some of these older movies, it shows you how white people really felt like they were, better than black people. So I used to celebrate it real heavy, but what I like about it more now is the festive lighting. I like to ride through those areas where every house is lit up. I love Christmas decorations. So I do go a little out there for the decorating, but it's all because of the celebratory season that it is. But I know better now. I don't celebrate it as Jesus' birthday. This wasn't the day he was born. I hope I'm not breaking nobody's heart. But it's just us getting into this commercialized holiday. I used to go broke, but now I don't. I tell them now, I'm buying stocks and bonds. I don't buy all that nonsense no more. If I can buy you $100 worth of toys, why I can't buy you $100 worth of stocks, right? Mattel, all those places, I'm investing that way. I've learned that. So that's for me has been the best part of the years, because they put it on sale and discount. I swipe them up.
I swipe them up, man. I love it. Ron, you brought this question up. You brought it up. I want to know, why did you bring it up? What do Christmas mean to you? What's so different, when it comes to you in Christmas? You muted, Ron.
It's a heathen's day. So let's go back into the slavery times when the black people was living on a white man's property. So they had to pick up that history to be in accordance with the white man. So the white man celebrated, you celebrated. So let's take a little step further. If you go against what the white man say and say that, hey, if you don't celebrate it, I'm going to whoop you, kill you, or rape you, or hang you from that tree. So you have to fall in line, because the white man tell you to celebrate something that you go against. So while you go sing your little Negro songs, you talking about we got to celebrate something that we don't want to do. So at the end of the day, you heathens. I call you a heathen, and I ain't taking it back. You can get mad. You can jump up and down. You can shout till the moon come down on it, talk to you. Here it come. You ain't nothing but a heathen. You decorate your trees, put your little star on it. Now, what I classify you as? A hoe. Because you celebrating something that you know you don't believe in, and then you're going to pass that lie down to your child. Now that lie is going to be passed down to their kids. Look how long that lie done last on, and now you know in your heart that you don't want to celebrate it. Because this is all the people that go out and buy all these toys and all this, and in January come, you can't pay your rent. Now you're asking for a GoFundMe to pay your electric bill. Huh? And I ain't taking it back. You can get mad. Hey, but I still love you. But at the end of the day, you still a heathen.
Still a heathen.
That's my man, Ron Hunt.
Yeah,
telling the truth.
Keep it real, man.
Once again,
keep it real. Let us know in the comments. How do y'all feel about Christmas? Why do y'all celebrate Christmas? While we share this short video on just the origins of Christmas, just a little bit of where it came from. It's about a 4-minute clip. So y'all just take this second, look at the video, and then y'all give y'all thoughts and comments, and we'll be right back.
We've all heard the biblical origins of Christmas, but societies have been celebrating light and birth in the darkest days of winter, centuries before Jesus walked the earth. In the Norse country, this winter celebration was known as Yule. Around December 21st, the winter solstice, fathers and sons dragged evergreens indoors as reminders of life and set logs on fire as a promise of good fortune. Ancient Rome had its own December festivals. 1 week before the winter solstice, Romans began celebrating Saturnalia, an orgy of food and drink in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture. Some Romans, particularly soldiers and government officials, also worshipped Mithra, the sun god. It is believed that to this small but powerful sect, the birthday of Mithra, December 25th, was the holiest day of the year. By the 1st century AD, pagan traditions were being challenged as Christianity took hold throughout the empire. But Christ's birth date remained a mystery, since the Bible doesn't mention exactly when he was born. Since pagan Rome already celebrated the birth of Mithra on December 25th, it is theorized the church adopted the date as the birth of the Christ child. In the 4th century, the church made it official, declaring December 25th as the feast day of the Nativity. The church knew it could not outlaw the pagan traditions of Christmas, so it came to accept them. The evergreens traditionally brought indoors were decorated with apples, symbolizing the Garden of Eden. These apples would eventually become Christmas ornaments. The story of Santa Claus also begins in the 4th century with the death of Nicholas, a beloved Turkish bishop. The anniversary of his death became known as St. Nicholas Day. On December 6th, good children woke to gifts from the kindly saint. Bad children sulked away with nothing. In Holland, he was known as Sinterklaas. 1,500 years later in America, a seminary professor named Clement Clark Moore reimagined the legend of St. Nicholas. In 1822, Moore wrote a poem called The Night Before Christmas about a good-natured saint named Santa Claus, who was pulled by a group of reindeer and came down the chimney on Christmas Eve. Like St. Nicholas, Santa Claus spread good cheer and gave gifts to children. Less clear was exactly what this Santa Claus looked like. Then in 1863, Thomas Nast, a cartoonist for Harper's Weekly, settled the matter once and for all with his version of the Christmas saint. Nast's Santa was rotund and jolly, with a full white beard and a sack full of toys. An American icon was born.
Thanks, everyone, and welcome to the Tomo Show. My name is Janice Cooks, straight out of Southeast DC, from the legendary Bury Farms. Now let's do it again.
Yes, hope you all got a message out of that. Now, you sitting here, I was just thinking how the people take their kids to the mall to sit on a pervert's lap, saying, "What do you want for Christmas, honey?"
Yeah.
You got a pervert that's a pedophile, that's an alcoholic, but yet you still taking your kids to the mall. What are you? What kind of parent are you? Are you a pedophile? So the thing about it is, you all celebrate something that's not real. You all celebrating something that don't even exist. You all celebrating something to keep you in debt. You all celebrating something that have no existence, but you all put life into something that don't have no life in it. So what that tells you, how ignorant are you? Are you a fool? Are you being played a fool? Are you being outcast because you don't want to look dumb because you didn't get your kids nothing for Christmas? Christmas is every day when you put food on that table, when you put clothes on their back. That's Christmas. But you all want to be part of something so bad that you'll celebrate it knowing it's not real, knowing you lying to your kids, and then you get upset when you tell your kids don't lie to you. But what are you doing to your child? You lying to your kids. Saint Nick gonna come down on the chimney. Let Saint Nick come in the hood down the chimney. That nigga gonna wish he never came down that. He gonna wish. So, man, first of all, let's think about it. If you live in an apartment, how he climbed down the chimney? How? That was a question that needs to be asked. Ask yourself that, you heathens.
That's a good question right there. Y'all living in apartments, man. It's just sad. Like, as adults, we know Santa ain't real. We know Christmas ain't real. We should know Jesus' birthday wasn't December 25th. The Bible don't even give you that date. But we still constantly teach our kids lies. So in the comments, I want to know, man, like, what do Christmas mean to y'all? You know, and why do we continue to tell our kids lies? Even though we know Santa ain't real and we know we went through it, and why do we continue on that tradition? It's a white man tradition. If you watch the video I just shared, you got a little bit of history of how Christmas came about. And we got another special guest tonight. Let me bring her in for Bone cuss me out. Let me bring Bone back in first. We got Miss Claire in the house. She ain't no guest for real.
Hey.
She ain't no stranger.
Hey, Claire.
Hey, Claire.
Hey, Mom.
Oh man, we good. We gotta let us know something. Yeah.
Girl, I just want to say, baby, I'm glad that you on the show tonight.
Hey, the show gonna be perfect. We got 3 women on the show.
Oh yeah. Who the third? Who's gonna be the third?
I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic.
All right, well, I'm mute. We all got to mute. Hey, Claire, you just get into the show. Give us a little bit about how you feel about Christmas, you know, and why do you celebrate Christmas if you do, or if you did, why did you celebrate Christmas, or just your thought on Christmas all together.
So, Christmas, I celebrate Christmas. Most of my family, they celebrate Kwanzaa, but I still celebrate Christmas. I think it's more so for the kids, you know. I don't know. I just feel like, even though it's not real, it's a lot involved with it. But I think it's because I really, I don't want to take that away from them.
I can't hear you, Claire.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Nah, yeah, I heard you. You said you don't want to take that away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that too. I just be like, if I knew it early on, I would never gave it to them. So you don't give them something, you can't take something that they never had. But once they already adapt, and then you get, into your late 20s or you're early adult. Once you start learning things, and you already had a kid, it's too late. It's like, God, they already. But at least I like to teach her the history. But my daughter, like, nah, she got her Christmas list. Like, I don't care what you talking. My list is ready, Daddy. I think that's Bone Fish Tank over there. Yeah, thanks, Bone. But that might just be Claire. Somebody probably call it in on her shit, pop back in.
Hey, excuse me, before you go any further, Marty Ma, I got to put this on display.
Go ahead.
Wizard went overtime with Detroit. Bradley Beal.
Oh, yeah.
It is 119 to 160 in overtime. That's all I got to give you.
Okay. Thanks for the sports update.
Yeah, we needed that, Bonnie Ronnie. What is y'all doing? Good. We got some comments. I see you in the comments, Trudy.
I see Trudy done.
I already know
call me a clown.
Yeah, she can't stand Hunt. She still can't stand Hunt. The kids are being goats. First of all, what you mean by
that? What that mean?
They are baby goats. They just follow.
Okay, kids are baby goats. First of all, yeah, and I feel like people are sheep. And that's what's crazy. They always say the Lord is my shepherd. What you think that mean? That mean y'all the sheep. Anybody in the church that follow the church and follow Jesus, y'all sheep. So sheep follow, kids follow, goats follow, but they only follow what they see. So we constantly show them something different, they do something different. That's how I feel about that. But I still understand why people celebrate Christmas. But I want to know if y'all knew the true meaning behind Christmas, would you still do it? some of us do, and we still, like Janice said, she know what's up with it, but she don't buy gifts no more. She like to buy stocks and bonds for her folks. But I don't know, man. Marty, what you think, man? You think Jesus was born on the 25th? Everybody getting their mic muted.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, one thing for sure, we'll never know when the true date is, but according to research, I mean, I don't think he was born December 25th.
How about y'all, Janice, Ron, anybody?
Well, I told you, we know he wasn't born on December 25th.
If you go back to the scripture, it was pretty much in the summer when he was born, but they don't give a specific date when he was born. But the thing about it is, you all gonna be sitting in church on Christmas Eve, praising your Lord with your big Christmas tree in the background.
That's New Year's Eve, sir. Don't nobody go to church.
You got people going to church.
Yeah, I used to do
it. Seventh Day Adventist. Don't nobody go to church on no Christmas Eve.
Man, I used to do the play before Christmas.
People go
to reenact baby Jesus and all that.
Yeah, they got the little dirty manger sitting up in the pulpit.
Yeah.
And this is Jesus Day. And here it is. You're going to have it. Again, this goes back how much we've been duped. So we believe what we only see. If we can see it, we're going to believe it. We're going to fall for it. We're going to jump right in the hole and say, I want to do this because it makes my kids happy. What makes you happy? Do it make your pocket happy? Because you the one got to dish out all that money. Ain't no white man coming down with a gray beard on a sleigh with a bunch of reindeers and Rudolph leading the pack. It's coming out your pocket. You doing all that overtime at work. You got to say, I got to give my kids this. You already giving your kid. You gave your kids life. So a child is going to be raised up how you raise that child. If you raise your child to believe in is foolish, that child is going to believe in that foolish because it's what you've been taught. You only going by what you've been taught. So if you've been taught that there's these pagan holidays are important to your child, you just more deceived than a duck can walk with top shoes on. So my thing is, you sit up here and say that you love your child, and you all say you don't want to take that away from the child, and knowing that you lying to the child, knowing you deceiving that child, and knowing that child. Now, suppose you can't provide on Christmas Day, you don't have the money. So now you got to make a decision. Do I pay the mortgage or the rent, or do I get my kids something for Christmas? How you gonna feel? So all you people that's saying that I'm crazy, hey Trudy, I just want to say, you's a church woman. Read your Bible. I'm calling you out, Trudy. Read your Bible.
We gotta get Trudy on the show.
But let me interrupt. Let me say something, because I don't teach my kids about Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even really. It's not a religious thing for me. Christmas is not religious for me. I'm not telling them this is the day that Jesus died and was born. Like, I haven't gone into any of that with them. So I don't, it's a lot of things that I don't believe that goes on with the Bible. You know, I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person, but that's a lot that you just said.
I want to know, how about you, Janice? How you feel about all that been said? Trudy going off in the comments, man.
You know, yeah, we were programmed about Christmas, and you know, it's if you've been taught this and you've been raised up to believe things, and you get gifts when you good, or you know, you reward good behavior. So you know, we know now. So now we could do it in a way where we're also teaching them that this is not about Jesus Christ. This is not his birth. This is a commercialized holiday, yes, but we still want to enjoy the festivities of the holiday. I mean, why wouldn't you enjoy the festivities?
I mean, I feel in my kids' gifts. I really do. I don't get a chance to do it often. I'm always buying them what they need. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a time where I can actually do things other than what I normally do, then I feel good. I feel good as a parent. I don't know how other people feel. If I didn't have the money, I wouldn't do it. And I would explain to them that I couldn't be able to do it. But it's just like any other holiday. You celebrate a birthday, you getting them gifts on their birthday. So you celebrating Christmas, you getting them gifts on Christmas. I mean, it's the same thing.
No, Claire, you can't mix those two up, sweetie. You can't do that. You can't
So
mix those two.
I can't mix up getting them gifts on a specific day. Is that what you're telling me? I can't mix up
what you got, huh?
their birthday and giving them gifts on Christmas.
I mean, that ain't the same, that's 2 birthdays then, because they really got a birthday, but if they birthday on Christmas, that just suck too, because some kids don't get 2 gifts. They be like birthday / Christmas gift, but it ain't the same. But I get what you're saying, that if you can get them a gift on a birthday, but it's their birthday, that's their day. That day my day, October 1st, I don't really share that with nobody unless you was born on the same day as me. Christmas is something that we all choose to celebrate the same day of. So, but like you said, you can choose to do it as a gift. Like, you ain't got to teach them everything that come behind them. Like, I know some people on Christmas that they just give on Christmas. That's what they celebrate, just giving, just being happy to be alive and just giving back, but they understand that Jesus never existed and stuff like that. But I tell people, if you participate, you part of it. It don't matter if if you going out there, you wrapping presents, you still gonna be part of it. I want to move on. I just want to know, did y'all know what the symbol of the Christmas tree was about? Like, why do we even put the balls and stuff on the Christmas tree and the decorations? Like, where did that come about? I want to know, did anybody know that? You look like Monty, like you want to smile. What's up?
I was gonna ask Hunt, did he put balls on his tree?
What's up with them? Hey, they want to know about your balls and your trees over there, huh?
Well, first of all, I must say, I was all in that foolish stuff until God started pouring knowledge into me, because it's all in your scriptures. So all you fake Christians, this in your Bible, read your King James Version. It's all in Deuteronomy 10:5. It states that they decorate with silver and bells. And now they make it convenient. They cut the trees down so you can come get your heathen tree. So back in the biblical days, they call them palm trees. Man came along and named them Christmas trees. And what y'all do? Y'all see, can y'all find the biggest tree to put in your house and decorate it? Don't that tree just look so lovely? Taking pictures by it, sitting them on Facebook. Look at my tree. You fools. So this is what I'm saying.
Speak that gossip. Speak that gossip.
You can get
Can
mad.
I say something real quick though?
Go ahead, Johnny.
We going too deep into this. I know it's some critical things out there going on as well. But this is on a light note right here. And my kids laugh, but now when they have birthdays, I say happy born day, but I said it's my birthday. I birthed you on that day. So I need 18 years of reparation. They think I be joking, but I be like, I am serious. I need 18 years of reparation, and it's my birthday because you were born. They be like, oh my God. Yeah, but
his birthday.
I celebrate with the kids. When it's their birthday, it's my birthday. You get a gift, I get a gift. We both getting a gift.
They both get
I just had to
robbing the kids.
I just thought that, I wanted them, because I'm always trying to give my kids knowledge and empower them. So I'm just trying to show them, they all grown now and have children, but still, when they having dinners and parties and stuff, their friends be like, yep, yeah, because I be like, it's my birthday, y'all celebrate me. And they getting it now because I'm constantly saying it. I'm serious about it. But so much going on in the world, Hunt. I don't think that we're fake Christians. I think that we've been programmed a lot of ways about the Bible that we have to still study and learn. And people need to study the Bible to show themselves approved. That doesn't make them fake. That just means that they haven't done enough work and they need to study more. So for me, I know a lot of people who don't know the Bible, but they're spiritual and they have good energy. So I don't offend them or bash them because of their beliefs or how they want to live and what they're doing. I'm just saying we all have different paths. We have different beliefs. That's why so many different religions. But we all serving one God. So, you know, the bottom line is we just got to continue to empower and educate people. Because once we offend somebody, it's really hard to win them over. And the Bible speaks of that. It's hard to win, you know, it's hard to win over somebody once you offend them. But if you can get past the offense, you can learn. You know, that's the only way we receive information. You know, when I was growing up, the cussing and the yelling and all that stuff was normal, right? But when I got older, people couldn't do that to me. So it's like, what was the problem with that? Because we don't like to be attacked. We don't like to be talked down to. We want to be celebrated regardless of what our choice is. So I just believe that, you know, moving forward as we grow and we're learning in life, I've learned that I can't just say, you stupid because you believe that. Nah, that's your belief. What I'll do is empower you like we did, give you the information, where the tree came from, where Santa Claus came. All those things are powerful. So maybe somebody on here learns something and say, wow, you know, I really got some knowledge. Now I understand, I get it. So now you can go back to your kids and say, let's look at this so that they can get some understanding, because guess what? They're going to have kids. So you can break a cycle that way by empowering and educating.
I mean, you can still show them other things. You can show them Kwanzaa, you can show them, you know, other and still celebrate what you want to celebrate. You can still show them other things.
Yeah,
that's
some
good
people don't
teaching,
like
James.
learning new things. Yeah, it is a good teaching, Bonnie Ronnie. I just
That's
like
good teaching,
some people
James.
don't like hearing something or learning new things, and some people once they hear, they get in defense mode. You know, they don't want to do the research. They don't want to say, "Oh, why? What made him say that?" You know, what made? Let me think. What made him say that? Or let me prove him wrong. If you feel like it's not right, oh, let me show you what's the truth. Let me tell you the truth. But you got a lot of people, they just like to get defense mode, and it's like, no, I know my truth, and most times it's just belief. Most times people believe in things and they make it true in their head. Like, it's a lot of things that I believe. Like, I'm spiritual. I believe that, you know, when we die, we come back until you get it right. That's something I believe, but I won't argue with somebody and tell them, no, that's what happens. Like, I know for sure. And people do that when they part of Christianity. Like, when they hear something that goes against something or something they ain't hear in the book, they just straight cut off. Oh, you a demon, or you don't know what you talking about. No, I know a lot of what I'm talking about. You should go research it. You know, like we should be on here to teach one another, not really in a debate. And that's what I be trying to get through a lot of people that watch the show. Like, we not really on here debating. We on here trying to teach one another. Like, you might heard something that I ain't heard before. You know, let me know. And if it ain't true, I'll let it be known. But I'm at least do my research. You know, so if you on here, you know, just know that anything we bring up, you should research it. You know, don't just knock it out and just be like, well, I believe in this. Like, nah, it's a lot in that Bible that a lot of these churches don't read upon because they can't. They even go to church school that teach you which scriptures to not read. You know, so that's why you hear the same stories over and over. That book is too big to always hear the same story about Noah and Moses and the same people. It's always the same type of people. It's 100 other stories in it. You know, but they always keep you away from them stories because them stories got a lot of truth behind it. So I just encourage people to just start from page 1 and read the Bible. Don't let the preacher say, oh, go to verse such and such scripture, because now they teaching you what they want to teach you. They program you how they want to program you. But when you go to page 1, like you do any other book, and just read page 2, go to Genesis and start from the beginning to the end, you can learn yourself. So I encourage anybody to, you know, really just teach one another and get off the debate thing. But is there any other thing y'all might want to bring up, you know, to the show that's just different?
Well done, Marty Ma. Well done.
What you want to bring to the show, Bone, that people might don't know? You know, you told us about the widgets already, though. That was a good update.
Yeah, it was a good update. I just want to, man, say to our people, man, we need to get ourselves together, man, and stop that crazy stuff, because we just out here killing each other, man, for no reason at all. You know what I mean? I don't know what's on your mind. We talked about that earlier, Clark. You know what I mean? We need to show some love to everybody, the whole race, our race of people. You know, I don't care about them Europeans. I'm talking about our race of people. Because we standing right here, it's bad enough the government's trying to take us out, man. They're trying to make it popular. They're trying to make it population control, man. As far as giving that shot, y'all don't know what's in that shot. I'm talking to people on the phone. Somebody told me today on the phone, I got my 2 jabs, and I'm going to go get my booster. I said, do you know what's in that shot? I said, man, let me tell you something. It don't take no year and a half to get no vaccine. It take 20, 30 years to get a correct vaccine. I said, you know, they shooting that. I said, told her, you know what they're going to do? You know what you're going to do? The next year, you're going to be eating on somebody. You ain't going to be eating on me because I'm going to have a bullet right in and hit you right in your damn head. She hang the phone up on me. I ain't no telling what name. I'll tell you off the record, Janet. She hang the phone up on me. Our homegirl. She said, I know too much.
But you know, now that we're talking about the COVID, the vaccine, guys, Claire, you're an RN in the school. Nobody's talking about this. Right now that they've mandated children ages 5 to 11 to get the shot, are you seeing a lot of sickness? Are kids catching COVID? Because it's so funny to me that for a whole year and a half, no kid caught COVID. And then all of a sudden, it's mandated. The kids dying. The kids need to get this vaccine. What is your perspective on that? Because you work in the school with the kids.
Well,
and they're back in the building.
It's not mandated where I'm at. We probably had a handful of COVID cases. Like, I don't see it coming in there all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not like every week there's somebody that's COVID, you know, coming in with COVID, you know. We had maybe a few staff members that were COVID. And they were fine. They had it. They was quarantined. They came back to work. You know, it was good. Like, I say, how many nurses before the vaccine? How many nurses did you see dying from COVID? You know what I'm saying? How many doctors did you really see dying from COVID? They were still working. They were still working with the patients and everything. They wasn't falling off. Like, there was no big thing about all the nurses in the hospital died from COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I had a lady today. She said that her daughter, they called her, her child was vaccinated, and they called her and said that it wasn't stored in the correct temperature, and they want to give it to her again. And she was very concerned about that because she just had it in October. And now you're telling me it wasn't, the CDC called you and said that you weren't storing it in the correct temperature, and now you want to re-inject my child? You know what I'm saying? They doing a lot of foul stuff. They was just giving out expired COVID vaccinations to the children. How do you not know that vaccinations are expired? You have to write down the lot number, the manufacturer, and the expiration date before you even give the injection.
Wow.
So it's just a lot of foul stuff that I just don't.
Hey, not trying to cut you off, Claire. You said some good stuff. Hey, you remember that conversation you and Robin had on the phone? When everybody was gone.
Yeah.
Chat on that a little bit because they need to know that.
Oh, okay. As far as you gotta look at how all this stuff's been played out. All these people that you all put trust in, Mr. White, Bowser, all these councilmen, and all these Congress and Senate, they are not your friend. You all don't know these people. And first of all, why I'm going to believe another man who's not sure of themselves? So you're telling me to take something that's going to prevent me from getting COVID, but yet people are still getting COVID. People are still dying from COVID. But yet your president, who's had Alzheimer's, allegedly have Alzheimer's, can't remember from 1 second to another second, telling you he's mandated, knowing, and this is why I say that if you don't know your so-called Constitution, this stuff is against the law, what he was doing, pushing it on people. This is why they held it up, because they know it's against the law, but yet you still got companies pushing it. You still got companies, it's mandated. No, it's not mandated. So stop saying that you got to get it or it's your job. No. Now you can sue these people. Now here it is. Everybody's taking, the American people is taking these shots, but are they really taking the shots? If you go back, they telling us you got to wear masks, you got to stay 6 feet from each other. But every time you see these idiots come on TV or around people, they don't have on masks. So why am I going to listen to you? So why am I going to set up and put my life in your hands? My life don't belong to you. My life don't even belong to me. If God took my spirit right now, I'm just a clung of dirt because the spirit goes back to him. But the thing about it is that the scripture said, don't trust no man. Why I'm going to trust you? You don't have no power. Remember that the power that God gave you. So my thing is that all these people saying that they for the city, they for this. So let me ask a question to everybody that's on here. How is it Mr. White can't get Ward 8 together, but yet he's running for another seat and doing all this extracurricular stuff and knowing Ward 8 needs help? Here it is, you the councilman for Ward 8. God knows I wish he was on this show. I see everybody when he came on the Tom Moe show, everybody catered to him. Oh, Mr. White, I just hope you win. You're going to be the best mayor. And man, that's bullshit. First of all, let me explain something to you. This man is only looking out for his rights, his family, and his priorities. We don't matter to him. We don't care nothing about. So, Mr. White, God knows I hope you're listening. Yes, my name is Ronald Truth Hunt. How is it that Ward 8 got more murder cases than Ward 7, 6, and 5? Why? But yet, you the same one saying that you don't have the help with Bowser and all the rest of her people, but yet you got people that's around you just as wicked as you. I'm gonna end that one. Y'all have a good one.
Let's go back what you just said. Hold on. I ain't tell you to say all that stuff. I'm go on, my mind. I shut it down. Go on, my mind. I like that, Hunt. Oh, y'all can't.
Hey, you know Hunt gonna come all the way in, man. True, Hunt, man. But we gotta get that positive, man. Like you need good energy on this show. Ron's gonna bring it, man. But in the comments, man, Trudy, you mad at what he's saying, but you're bringing the same energy, man. It's all negativity. You can't be mad on how people feel or think. If that's how that man think, that's how that man think. You let us know how you think, Trudy. You put it in the comments, but don't waste all the comments just talking bad about Hunt all day. Like, let us know what you think.
Hey, you going straight to hell,
I know you don't like Hunt, Molly. I thrive off because you know why? That lets me know I got a Hunter skin. And I tell you what, I'm gonna get my blanket. I want to get my blanket.
You boy.
I want to get my blanket. I want to get my pillow and just lay on her nerves.
Nah, we love Trudy, man. We love Trudy. We need Trudy.
Hey, Trump.
Calm.
Hey, Marty, hey, Hunt, what's that thing y'all said about Bill Gates and about the pharmacy? Or the pharmacy? But he said the doctor sends prescriptions to the pharmacy, and people in the pharmacy telling the doctor, you can't get in that kind of medicine. What'd you say, Hunt? You and Rob?
First of all, they tell you that this vaccine helps you. So why y'all not taking the shot? Here it is. Your boy Biden did the fake joint. He did the fake shot. Everybody took the Camille and all of them took all the fake shots, but yet ain't nobody in their family dying.
Yep.
Ain't nobody in their family affected by it. None of the people that's outside of their realm, that's outside of that White House gate, that's dying.
Hey, why you keep on messing with my man Trayon, man? Trayon gonna win this. I'm with Trayon. He gonna win it.
I'm with Trey, man. Marty,
he gonna win.
With Trey? Who you with, Marty?
I'm with man.
Who? You with who?
I'm with
my brother not here. My brother not here. Okay,
yeah, you right about that.
Shawty gonna be for life. Shawty gonna be for life.
Hey, I mean, I hope that's the case, but you got to put up or shut up. It's just that simple. All that everybody do a bunch of bullshit talking, but until he show what he's gonna do, yeah, he's gonna be another one just like the rest of them. Adrian Fenty, Vincent Gray, all the rest of them, man. They're gonna line their own pockets. They're gonna smile in their own people's face and screw them over on the other side. So I'm in so many ways, I'm with you on that one, huh? You gotta show it. All that about, yeah, I'm for the community and everything. Nah, show it.
Yeah.
But if we don't get out there in the community and hold them accountable for what they're saying, then who's at fault here? If you vote for somebody, you gotta hold them accountable. That means that calls for you calling your House of Representatives. You gotta show your self-approval as well. You can't, like you said, you can't just put all your hope into a man, no man. But if he's being put in a position to govern certain cities or policies, hold him accountable. We could talk all day long, but if you ain't going to the polls, if you're not in these meetings, then you just talking because you want to hear yourself talk. If this is affecting my community, I'm going in. I'm going to make sure my presence is known and felt because I believe in what I know is correct and is going to help my community. So we can bash all of them. We know all of them did some dirty stuff. Look at Marion Barry. He's smoking crack, but I love Marion Barry. I promise you. But that says though he cared for the people. He was compassionate. He knew the struggle of growing up in those poverty-stricken neighborhoods. So we gotta just know that, I don't know Trayon's history. I don't know any of their history up there. But where I live, I'm checking out the congressman. I'm checking out my House of Representatives. I need to know, what is your agenda? And if he can't give you specifics, if it's not hitting a mark on what your community need, then you need to be lobbying. You need to be advocating. We can't just sit back and say he ain't doing nothing. You bad for business because you're not even holding yourself accountable. If you want to hold somebody accountable, you hold their foot to the carpet. This is what you said. Now put it in writing. I will write the Attorney General in a minute. They just told me my son they couldn't get there 2 days. He locked down. He couldn't get 2 days because they took the school away. And that was 2 days for them, on them good days.
Wow.
Because of COVID, right? Because they wouldn't get the vaccine shot. I said, oh, really? So you got to write the Attorney General. He's over the whole judiciary system. I don't care if he make a move or not. But I'm letting you know, this is how I feel. You can't just talk about it. You gotta make moves.
Right,
you gotta move.
That's
you
right,
gotta
John.
do what you say. All that talking, like I said, the mouth will say anything. What your actions showing? What you doing?
Right.
How you moving?
Right.
What your fruit look like?
Justified Janice. Go ahead.
Hey, she's spitting that. She's spitting that gum.
Hold up. Now, what you got to say about that, Mr. Hunter?
Well, first of all, I got a lot to say about that. Well, let's go here. Let's go.
Put your seatbelts on. Put your seatbelts on.
So let's go here. Everybody that's on this panel, everybody when Mr. White came on this show, Tom, Janice, Fishbone, that's your boy. So no disrespect, but y'all just was cheesing like chess cats when that man came on the show and gave y'all a bunch of nothing. So let me explain something to you. They all learned the game from the white man. The white man has taught them, hey, this is how you do it. If you want to keep your black people down, prime example, look at Good Times. Look at Alton Davis. That was the mayor for the Chicago, but yet he'll come back and remind James Evans and them and tell them, you would have never got this spot if it weren't from me. You keeping them down in the ghetto. So once they learn their game from a white man, Jews, Chinese, that taught them the game, how to play the game, how to keep the people down. So I just want to throw something out there to all you uneducated people, all you people that think you know it all. Who do you think that wrote these songs, Amazing Grace? Ain't no gospel wrote them. Oh, let me explain something to you. You have to understand the history, how you've been deceived. They tell you Amazing Grace, how sweet it is. Yeah, but it's sweet that I'm getting played like a fool, like a fiddle, but yet you could tell them want to be stroked by the fiddle. So now you say it feels good to me. Now that it feels good to me, now I can't let it go. So now you sing, these songs that say you free. You ain't never free. So let me explain to you why you not free. Second of all, you say you free. So how is it they get up in these chairs and stages and rows and tell you to vote for a person that ain't nothing but a liar, deceiver, just in wolf's clothing, but they coming in like a devil and a wolf that's coming to tear your head off. Mr. White, I would love to have a debate with you and say, what have you done for Ward 8? Without you washing your friends' hands, washing your neighbor's hand, and how that money is being transferred to people that you like, people that you know, people that's really in your pocket. So here it is. You got all these murders going on in Ward 8. Where you at? So all I'm saying is, don't be happy to see somebody just because they're making a little inch of progress and knowing you got to understand what that progress means. Is it mean to help the people? Do it mean to really accomplish, advance people, or really to get the people to the next level in their life? Because you got people in these wards are uneducated. Some of them don't know how to count to 10. Some of them don't know basic math. A lot of them don't know proper hygiene. A lot of them don't know this stuff. This is why we are doing certain stuff just to get attention, because all the stuff that's going on, y'all put y'all trust in these people that grew up in the neighborhood. And that's why people can come along and tell black people anything and they believe it. This is why we keep getting played by the same dumb game, but it's the same tricks.
But real quick, I'm gonna say this real quick because I know we run out of time. Yes, I want that brother to win. In my eyes, he's a better candidate because he grew up in the same struggle, same dirt, all of that. And so I do have some belief in him. I have hope that what he gonna say, what he gonna do what he said. You gotta trust somebody, Hunt. I have to give he got to give you a chance, like you got to give him a chance. Anytime you start something new, you don't know what you're gonna walk into. You just saying, okay, I'm up for it. I signed up for this, so let me get to the basics. So until he starts showing that he's not the man that he say he is, then I'm going all in for Trayon. But unfortunately, we've had a lot of crooked politicians and mayors, not just DC, all across, especially in Atlanta. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to vote for the black man. If I ain't going to blow for the black man, that means I got to vote for the white man. I'd rather see my people stand up, and I'd rather be behind him and be in the circle where I can make sure I am adding my information and input and insight so that we can all reach the same goal. But if I don't have no goal, if nobody giving me knowledge on where I'm trying to go, then how you gonna get there? So for me, I think I'm gonna always believe in our black men. This has always been our issue in life. The black man, not only is the white woman the most unprotected. Look at the black man. Who protects the black man? Who protects our black men? We be bashed and we go after them, and it's all right because we all have our own opinions. We have opinions. That's okay. I speak your opinion. I'm gonna speak mine. But what I'm saying is, if we're not part of the solution, then we're part of the problem.
Yeah. Hey, see, I'm not gonna. I see me. That's right, Jan. I like that. See, I'm not gonna kill a man's thought before you get it. You ain't let the man get in the chair yet, huh? You ain't let the man run. You don't know what this man idea is, man. Me and Charlie talk. He got other big people behind him that you don't know nothing about. That been in the street and really giving Charlie a lot of knowledge and wisdom, understanding. See, Charlie is a smart little young dude, but he needs some people around here to coach him the right way. See, Hunt, you gonna kill a man before he get in the goddamn seat. You can't do that, Hunt.
I'm not trying to kill a man's hopes and dreams. But all I'm saying is, all we got in this world, like Scarface said, all we got in this world is our word and our balls. But the thing about it is, we have to understand. Can you all say that Trayon has made a difference in Ward 8?
Man, look at Charlotte been out there. Hold
up. Answer
Charlotte
the question.
Been out there.
No.
Charlotte did a lot.
He might have been out there, but is there a change in Ward 8? Listen at the question, Fishbone. Have there been a change in Ward 8 since Mr. White has been a councilman for Ward 8? I'm not saying that I want a black man to succeed. All I'm asking is, has Ward 8 been changed or any difference been in Ward 8 since he's been in Ward 8?
No, he had said himself, man. He said on the show,
He
but
said himself. He
I'm
said
trying to say
himself.
basically if he become mayor, he might can do more, because that council member basically ain't nothing happening, and he basically tried to say, him reaching out to the mayor, she didn't get things done. She's saying the crime went down, but yeah, it went down in Ward 7. Ward somewhere over there, but in Ward 8 it still was going up. But they look at the total as a whole. So when they see the numbers go down as a whole in DC, they don't think at Ward 8, still going through it. But I don't vote, period, Ron. I never with it. I think it's a game, like whoever win, they get some type of money benefits. But I still want him to win to get the money. I don't think he gonna make change. I don't really think he gonna go out here and make change, like, because if he was to try to make change, he gets assassinated. We done had Malcolm X, we done had Martin Luther King. I just think Trey can do as little as much as he can do, but at the same time, it's a money grab. He's the councilman. He can be the mayor. That's money. We watch all these shows, BMF. We watch Scandal, and we just act like we don't see what's going on. Rashad Tate. He's in politicians. You see the whole time he's dirty. He trying to see who he get dirt on, who gonna give him the money. That's it. That's with the same thing with Trey and them. We just don't see it because they don't put light on it. But he gonna support and he gonna give money to the programs that support him. Like I said, Tom O show, we support him on here. We gonna start needing some money, Trey, and hopefully he can dish us some money. But as a change in the whole in DC, I don't think no one person can do it. I don't think the mayor can do it, the president, nobody. It take the people. It take us in the community. If we want the community to change, we got to change. But so far, we not, because we brainwashed. We programmed to the sell drugs, smoke drugs, do drugs, and that's all we know. We don't know nothing else, and we do whatever they tell us to do. And we're gonna carry the show on a little longer tonight, because we got a few people. I'm gonna share this video clip since Janice brought up, about our black men and black women as well. It was a young lady that shared a video clip. It's only 60 seconds, and I share this clip. We can start with you, Claire. You give us your thoughts on what she said. Then after we give our thoughts on this, we can end the show. But I think this need to be heard. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
I don't see it so separate. Why do we have to separate ourselves so much from each other? Why is black women one separate entity and black men are another separate entity? That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how any other race operates, but we're the only ones who operate like that and think it's functional. You feel me? I've said it before. Why do we get the label of strong, independent black woman? We don't hear that from nobody else. I've never heard strong, independent white woman, strong, independent Asian woman, strong, independent Latino woman, strong, independent Indian woman. I never heard none of that. But we pride ourselves being strong, independent black women, as if independence is something that we should strive for as a people. Independence is death. Everybody needs somebody. And the reason why we're struggling in our households and our communities is because we think that there's something good about being independent. Black women need black men, and black men need black women.
What's up, everybody? This is Big Tony of the legendary Trouble Phone, and you're tuned in to the Tom O Show. Let's get it.
So, what you think about that, Clara, man? I think she made a lot of good points. We can start with you.
I think she made a lot of good points. I think, as far as the black community, we lost our culture like a long time ago. So, like, we don't. I always say our parents lied to us, our mothers lied to us. We were raised. A lot of us was raised by single mothers. They had to take on that alpha female mentality. You know what I'm saying? They raised us to be independent and feel like we don't need a man. So the government did the same thing. Like, I remember my aunt when we were young, every time the government came around, she had to put her husband out. He had to come over to my grandmother's house because he couldn't be in the home. You know what I'm saying? People were not even putting the father's names on the birth certificates so they can get welfare. Like, they let the government be their baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? The welfare system was their baby daddy. So that's how people was raised. You know what I'm saying? So this is what the culture is. So, I mean, they lie to you from a child and they tell you don't need a man. That's what you're going to believe. So now this is what it is. This is what it's turned out to be.
Man, definitely with that independent, And I never really paid that no attention. Like I only hear that in the black community. Like they be like, "Oh, she's a black independent woman," and when she said, you never hear them say, "Oh, she's a white independent woman," or "She's a Asian independent woman, a strong Asian independent woman." I never really heard that. Did you ever hear that, Janice? And how do you feel about after hearing that?
We gotta remember where the terminology came from. It didn't come from us. So again, they continuously label us, and we take on those labels because we're like, oh, that's what the white man said. That's good. But the fact is, listen to her that video. She has a lot of great points. But what I took most of all out of that is that we need each other.
Yeah.
Period. We single mothers. The fathers need to be present. If you're single father, you can still be present and she won't feel like a single mother. You can still raise your child without being in the home. So I'm not we've been souped up. Yeah, they'll gas you up in a minute and say, oh, you a strong black woman. What does that mean? I'm a strong black woman. Yeah. Like she said, you don't hear them saying you a strong white woman. They don't say that because they're trying to gas you up to get your chest out there. I don't need him. I'm doing fine. But like Claire, you made a point. Look at the welfare system. It was all designed to drop the black man, belittle the black man, keep him out of the home because he is the covering of the home. So we got to think about where all this nonsense come from. We know better now. So we got to teach our young teenage daughters and sons, the man carry the seed. Be careful who you lay down with. You know what I'm saying? You having children by. I didn't know that then. I wish I had it, but I feel like I'm conflicted because then I wouldn't have the beautiful children that I have. But I know if I'd have made better choices, my life would have had different tosses and turns. So I'm grateful for it all. But what I'm saying is when you've been guided and empowered and educated and, and taken care of well, you make better choices. We have not been programmed that way. We still fighting against each other. We still not supporting each other. So don't gas me. You can't gas me up. You know what I'm saying? I want a husband. I need a man. You know what I'm saying? And we was quick to say, oh, I need a man for this. Now they got toys. You don't need a man for that now. Yeah. Help me understand what you want. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, yes, we do a soulmate, but you got to be selective. You got to know who you choosing as that soulmate. Or then you're going to be back in the divorce court. You're going to be in a cycle. So again, we're learning, we're growing, we're empowering ourselves and others. But I got to step back and look at right now. I have opportunities, but I'm good right now. I don't want to be in a marriage right now, but I do. But that means I'm not ready. So again, we got to choose. We choose the mate. We are choosing our kids' fathers. So that's why it's critical to empower these young guys, these young boys. You putting that seed of life in somebody. It's going to grow. Who's going to nurture it? So it's all about now, nurturing. Don't soup me up. Don't gas me up. Nurture me. Teach me so I can glean from you and grow.
Yeah. And you made a lot of good points that they comment too. Trudy made some good comments. She's saying that the system designed to remove the man from the house, and then they start allowing women to be the breadwinner, which you see that a lot of. I hear a lot of women out here like, I get this, so I don't need no man, I don't need no guy or not. And then you got Mo Smith. Appreciate you for coming in too, Mo. Comment saying public housing, domestic abuse laws. Did it along with Black Girl Magic. There's no programs for black males, teenagers, or men. Basically, we out here on our own. How do you feel about that, Bonnie Ronnie? You really feel like we ain't got nothing out here for black men set up? No programs or anything. It's only out here for the women.
No, it's a lot of programs of it for black males, but it's a lot of separate people that run the program, stealing money, taking money, not putting the money in the right spot for these kids out in the street, man, to develop a concept so these young guys can stay off the street and all that. But before I go any further, I'd like to commend my sister Janice, because Janice come a long way, man. She's very intelligent, she's very smart, she's beautiful. She come a long way. Y'all don't know her history. She come a long damn way. She's a good mother, grandmother, all that good stuff. And Hunt, I want to say this to you, my brother. Look here, Slim, let me tell you something. I got a lot of love for you, right? Man, whatever you say on the show, man, we all got different concepts, different opinion about a lot of things. Slim, keep doing what you're doing because you running for the council seat. All I want to say to you, my brother, the brother that running, that you know what I mean, that Trayon that you talk crazy about and all that, try to help the brother because we're gonna try to help you when you try to run in that seat. I'm gonna be behind you just like I'm gonna be behind Trayon. Because I want that woman out there, because women ain't doing nothing, man, in the city. She's stealing, she's doing a lot of crazy things, and all the benefit going to the people that it shouldn't be going to. So I'm telling you, man, look at, change the thoughts of your mind that God put in you, because you're going to be running the seat. I'm going to be behind you too. I can say, you some shit too. Nah, you ain't nothing. You my brother. I'm going to stand behind you 100%. Whether you win or lose, we're going to be together. We're going to fight together, brother. You know what I mean? So we're going to fight with Trayon. You know what I mean? Trayon running, let's fight with him, man. Simple as that.
Right. Okay.
You're wrong. We going for Trace and Monty. You up next, Monty, man.
Man, I don't even know what to say, man. I'm too busy laughing, man. God, good God Almighty, man. Hey, Bones, don't stand too close behind Hunt. He might get happy.
I'll be spitting that garbage.
Nah, man. But after watching that video, man, I've always said, when they say, I mean, we can say the same thing for us men. People always say, "Oh, you're a really good father." You ain't got to tell me that. And that's nothing to be to receive an applaud or award for. That's something that a man should do on his own and not forcefully. So, and I say that the same thing for a woman. I don't give a damn about an independent woman because I don't want one. I want the woman to need me like I need that woman. It's just that simple.
Right.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Right. No, that's real. That's real right there. Because I think as women, we so independent that we can't support our men. You know what I'm saying? And I hear people always say, "Oh, the man's supposed to come to you ready. He's supposed to come to you able to take care." But he needs a woman. Like he needs that support. So if you not able, behind every good man is a woman. Like they help them to succeed. They're the supportive ones, you know, and we don't know how to sit back and be in that role because we've been trained to be so independent that by the time we get a man that come along that is a good man that do need some support, we so busy trying to do all these 5 different things to take care of our family that we can't even support him. And now we demasculating him. You know what I'm saying? When all he really needs is our support.
Clara hit it right on the nose. Hey, Ron, only now you come back out of that one, man. How you feel about that clip over that, Ron? You feel like we need each other, man? Man need woman, woman need man. But that's how we all got here. It took man and woman regardless.
Well, I just want to put it out there that I'm not hating on Mr. White. But at the same time,
you scared now, ain't you? You scared. You scared, ain't you?
So the thing about it is, I'm not hating on that man because that's another king. I would never tear a black woman down or a black man because they still my brother and my sister. But the thing about it is, what happened to America is the worst thing they can do is for us when they integrated us with white folks. Because you go back to history, we was doing okay with our white folks. We had Black Wall Street. We was thriving. We was prospering until the white man came and stomped on the grounds and put everything out. So if you know the history with the Black Wall Street, I'm not going to go into it, but at the same time is that video makes great points, but we are so embedded. We are so engraved in ourselves that we would not want to help each other. We would condemn, we would demolish, we would tear down before we help. Prime example, if you see your friend prospering, doing her thing, doing his thing, Instead of you saying, man, I'm proud of you, king, queen, we're going to go to that person that's just like me, go talk about that person. Because you got to remember, the spirit only recognizes that spirit that you have in you. So if you are a backbiter, a basher, a rebel rouser, you're going to attract those same people to make you hate that person, and you don't know why you hate that person. So as a black man that's on here, I would never tear that man down. But the thing about it is your actions really have to line up what you're saying. So I didn't want to let nobody know that, Bone. Thank you for letting the bag out. But at the same time is that these people been in office for years and not have been nothing accomplished. So I'm just like this. You know, I'm to a point now that I don't trust what nobody say. I'm not gonna listen to nobody because, for one, what is your game? What is your priority to helping the next man? So, you know, we can march, they all get mad. We can sit down, they still get mad. But when we speak up, they still mad. But when we all die, they quiet. So this is what I'm saying, is that all the killing that's going on, why is nothing being done? Why all they worrying about is crime going down? Why is it all of a sudden crime down when it's time for her to run for a re-election? Why is all this stuff going down? You got the police chief, you got the mayor, you got the deputy, you got all these people, but yet when crime was up in the uproar, now crime is down. Just like the lying presidents, unemployment is down. Things are balanced when it's time for them to run again. So all I'm saying to people that's on here, that stop believing what somebody tell you, but don't believe what your eyes see, because sometimes your eyes can really deceive you, because you can look and say, no, that don't make sense. No, go with your gut feeling, because everybody has a plan of what they doing. You just got to find out what their purpose and the game behind their purpose. Thank you.
Let me clarify something, Grant. Not you say I let the trick out the bag, or whatever you said. It's not the point I let the trick out the bag. I'm with you, brother, man. You know what I mean? I'm with you. Ain't no secret to this. Ain't no secret to this. Because I'm with all my brothers that's gonna stand up for white. You know what I mean? You gotta give a man a chance first. We gotta stay behind him, because if we give a man a chance and he turned this way, like Jan say, he turned this way, we ain't gonna mess with him no more. We don't mess with him more. We gonna give him a chance to do what we gotta do for the city and all the other stuff. So if we get up in that, if we get in the office and fake on it, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know what's going on. I'm gonna let him know before he get up in that office. Don't fake on me. We got a show. We got a Tomo show. We got a fundraiser. We trying to uplift all humanity, help our people in the streets, man. Because we got a lot of homeless out here in the street, man. That they up on New York Avenue by our street, by Car Street with Dunbar, tearing their tents down and all that. That bar got them doing that. Now she ain't got nowhere to put these people at. In affordable houses, they building all these houses, all these big old houses, condominiums, all that. But you ain't putting our peoples up in there. So what we got to do about that, Mr. Hunt?
It's gonna be tough, man. We about to end the show, Bone. We ain't got no more questions.
Oh, you asking me? You asking me a question?
I just asked you a question one time.
Okay.
Come on, one time.
Don't make it long. Don't make it long.
Well, first of all, to stop homeless, you got a lot of homeless people out here that want to be homeless. Let's look at that first.
Okay.
You got a lot of people. You ask them why they want to be homeless, because a lot of them are getting disability checks. A lot of them are getting veteran checks. And the reason is because a lot of them don't want to be held accountable. So a lot of them rather go homeless, sleep out here in the park. Not because of sympathy, it's because of their own ignorance. Because a lot of them just want to do it because they think they rebelling against the system, but the whole time you're making yourself look crazy because you get some get like $3,000 a month where they can go out and get an apartment, but they don't want that responsibility. So so my thing is, there's a lot of people homeless, yes, but at the same time, you can only help those that really want to be helped. Like prime examples, I see more abandoned buildings than anything that where they can turn into a shelter. But at the same time, you have to understand, because I know a lot of people that run shelters. Prime example, and I'm not pointing no black people out, but in these shelters, black folks are the most nastiest people in that shelter. And that's not saying I'm pointing anybody out, but what I'm saying to you is, I've talked to people, directors of a lot of shelters, and they said that they don't clean behind themselves, they don't wash their clothes, some of them don't even take baths. But all I'm saying is, it's not bashing anybody. It's just that you got to hold yourself accountable. And the ones that want help, it's help. There's resources out there, but a lot of them don't want the resources. Like prime example, if you're on welfare or you're getting food stamps, a lot of them are getting like $1,000 in food stamps. But at the same, they don't want the responsibility. They rather do other things with the money. But all I'm saying is that my goal is to make sure I go out here in the community and talk to these people. There's no more communication in the community. It's no more. Go ahead, Miss Janice.
Yes, I'm a mental health provider to the core, right? And homeless people, we got to think, what is the underlying issue? When you look at homelessness, you're looking at somebody that's dealing with a mental illness, right? And when you talk about some people, they say they want to be homeless. Nobody wants to sleep on a damn street. The issue is they get abused, they get exploited, they get mistreated in these homes. They can't afford to go out here and live, not in DC, off of their SSI check, even if it's $3,000. So again, affordable housing is going to be a must. They're afraid to go in. Once you're afraid of something, and then your mental health kick in, that exasperates. It makes it more intense. Now you got substance abuse. These people battling multiple issues. So I don't think is that they want to be homeless. I just think that they're so right now they're so broken. They don't have trust in the system. They don't have faith in nobody. When you feeling unloved, I don't care what somebody try to offer you. You feel like nobody loves you. It's always a good and a bad. Right. So I just want to say, when that homeless man is out there, they might say, I've had so many homeless people in my homes. And I had a guy who was like, I don't want to live in a house. He wanted to live in the street. But the more we kept coming around and convincing him to see the doctor, take your medication, let's get you stabilized. They got to feel like they can trust you, because they got trust issues too. But their feelings are being dismissed ongoingly. So if I feel like you don't care what I say or how I feel anyway, why I'm going to tell you? Just think about it. These are just things that I've heard and have seen with mental illness and addiction. Yeah, they're getting a check, but the bottom line is they go and live in some of these facilities, they're going to get mistreated and exploited. Or if they go in private homes, they get the same thing. Until there is real affordable housing with a mental health component attached, it's pointless. We can't do no work, because the mental health and the housing is a must to get them stabilized. And yes, the medication. But if I'm homeless, I'm taking medication. You trying to self-medicate. You don't want medicine. You want drugs and alcohol. You trying to cope with being homeless and feeling like nobody, your family don't love you. And I'm just talking because that's my area. And not saying that some of them say, yeah, I want to be homeless, but ain't nobody in their right mind really wants to be homeless. And if they do, it's because of the pain they feel attached to living with someone else or trying to make it on their own. Because once they put you in a place, then they just drop you off and leave you there. You don't even know. They don't check on you or guide you through processes. So that's why a lot of them fail. That's why a lot of them relapse. That's why a lot of them don't take their medication. And then we got to look at that aspect. Medication, side effects. It's a lot of work that you have to do with anybody that's just mentally unstable. So if you add drugs and homelessness into that equation, that's a lot of work. and then your trust system is low to nil because your thought process is out of order right now. But again, the more you continuously, be consistent with them, they'll start letting their guards down a little bit more. They'll start trusting a little bit more, and then you'll get them in there. But you gotta have a carrot. You gotta know how to manipulate the conversation to get them to buy into what you know is what they need, basically. So I'm not saying what you're saying. I ain't trying to negate what nobody feels, nobody's opinion. I'm just telling you from a therapeutic perspective about that homelessness piece.
Okay, they're coming for my sister Janet. We get ready to close the show because I don't want the CEO get on me in the morning because I don't want nobody to say fistbone overtime and all this other crazy stuff. So we're gonna go back to you, Janet. You gonna close, you say your remarks, and we're gonna go down the line with Monty, Hunt, and Claire. And then I close, and then Molly Ma come back on. Go ahead, Janet.
All right. Yes, let's go. So basically, we talked about several things: the meaning of Christmas. We started out, I thought we was going to talk about how the government infiltrated our community with drugs, guns, and prostitution. But we ended up on the Christmas piece, and then we ended up on the male race piece. So all I'm saying is, guys, it doesn't matter what side of the fence we all on, you on, I'm on, he on. The bottom line is stay true to yourself, right? And if you good, then the people around you supposed to be good. So all I'm saying is love on yourself. Guys, these are hard matters that we're seeing. So I'm saying self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you.
Thank you, Janet. Claire, you up next. Remarks. Come on.
Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to say that I'm going to continue to put my balls on my Christmas tree.
Yes.
I'm not singing no spirituals because I'm not waiting to die to get into heaven. My kingdom is right here. I'm trying to live right now. My heaven is on earth. That's all I got to say.
Okay, Monty, come on, baby. Let's go. It's on you, baby.
I just felt that was a dig, Claire. I just felt like that was aimed right at me, but I'm gonna let it go.
Oh man, it's always a pleasure being on the show, man. Hunt, you did a good job bringing controversy as you should. Controversy is always needed, man. That was pretty good. It was a good show. You got Boney Roney fired up. You fired back, so that was pretty good, man. I like the platform tonight. Very good show, man. Thank y'all for having me on, man.
Okay, brother Hunt, you a bet.
Well, thank you for having me on the show. I just want to say, Claire just do a knife at me, but I dodged it though, Claire. So I love coming on the Tom Mo show because I love interacting with the people. And the thing about it is always remember, check who you are first before you can go out and celebrate somebody else. Do not let nobody else come on your stage and outshine you. Thank you.
Oh, I'm up bet now. I'm sending Monty Ma. I'm going Monty Ma. You close it up. Hey, like I want to say to y'all, man, we had a great show tonight. We talked about a variety of things tonight, man. Everybody spoke some good pieces on this show tonight. Tomo's show. Tomo wasn't here tonight, and he gonna listen to the show. He gonna go into the show, but I know he gonna cuss him out the mob because I went overtime. But I take that weight because we had a good show tonight. But I want to say to y'all, man, say to the people out in the street, man, look, you got the love. You got the love in yourself, man, just like you love your father or your mother, man, because, man, there's a lot of things going on in our city right now, man. We need to come together as one. Only time we can come together, we got to get together. And we got to sit at the table and we got to talk about some certain issues, man, because it don't take one, it take everybody take a village to solve a problem, right? So I thank everybody. I thank Claire, I thank Ronna Hunt, I thank Monty for coming on the show tonight, showing their love for Tomo's show and demonstrating their portion and understand that a lot of blessing was. So I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm gonna turn the mic over to my beloved brother, the technician, Monty Ma.
Thanks, Boney and Ronnie. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I put something in the comments for y'all can see, you know, because we did speak on the Christmas tree, and I did ask y'all, you know, about it, and a lot of people, well, nobody actually put anything in the comments, and we had a lot of good comments with Mo Smith and Trudy. Mo, you made a lot of good comments, man. Anytime you want to come on the show and be a guest, you're always welcome to come on. Trudy already been a guest on the show. You always welcome. So y'all, man, y'all come in and chat with us, man. It'd be a good talk. But when it comes to the Christmas tree, y'all can look it up, and I put it right there in the comments. I share it one more time and look up more information. If we all grown on this paddle, can I tell y'all what the Christmas tree symbolized?
Yes.
You know where it came from, you know,
Yes.
and it was a male dominant time at the time. And if you look up, there's a lot of females that they still protest to get Christmas trees taken down from grocery stores, anywhere, to malls. You'll see it all the time. And I was wondering why would you not want a Christmas tree up? And that's what got me into that, you know, like 10 years ago. And it represents a male's penis erection, like when he hard. And the balls is the balls. And the decoration that you spin around, that's represent the semen, you know, and it's weird, you know, but that's basically what they used to say, get you a dick for Christmas. And they wasn't taught, they was talking about a tree, you know, and it was a tree with balls and the semen and all that, but just look it up. It's weird, but that's what it represents. And we all go out there and we get our kids to go chop down this wood and put the balls on there and throw the semen all around it. And we never really paid no attention, man. We let our kids sit on Santa Claus lap. That always was weird to me. When I was young, never wanted to sit on Santa's lap. But that was always considered a lame thing in our neighborhood. Like, you don't sit on Santa's lap. But as I got older, I was like, that's just weird to be a kid, being a grown man and want kids to sit in your lap and grant you wishes. Like, you got to look into it. But other than that, when it comes to politicians, man, I think it's just still a game. You know, but I still like to have the talks, have the debates on it. Just have everybody opinions on how they feel and what they think need to be changed. And every time Clara come on here, Monty come on here, Ron, they always make some good points, man. We just got to keep it coming. And it's going to be an early Wednesday night thing from what I believe, right, Janet?
Yes.
Yeah, so Ron going to be on every Wednesday night. Monty and Clara, y'all always welcome. Bone already told us Claire coming on here every Wednesday regardless.
Yes.
His word. You know, so it's gonna be lit Wednesdays, man. Ain't gonna be what it wilding out Wednesday no more, man. We might gotta give it a new name. I think that's something we all should come up together.
Hey, Marty, we got to go, man. I got a call, man. I got to cut off. We got to go.
When I was trying to go, you was asking questions. No, we riding out.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Marty, man. You know the slogan.
He over
with you, Marty. If ain't nobody telling you today,
we do.
And this time,
next time.
Peace.
Peace. I love you guys.
I got.
We need you, men. We need you, men.
I got to call the CEO back.
Love you guys. Be safe.
I love you.
We need
All right,
you, men.
I'm out of here.
Hunt,
Peace.
thank you.
Love you.
Bye, Monty. Love you guys. Bye, Claire. I'll call you later.
What's up, y'all? Whatever you do, don't forget to watch the Tom Mo Show Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. Period.